Salesforce has announced updates to its Work.com platform that include a new set of employee concierge services and tools to help companies better manage in-person interactions as they reopen amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, here to talk about the updates and about how Salesforce is adapting Work.com to meet the needs of a work-from-anywhere world is Sarah Franklin, EVP, GM for Platform, Trailhead, and AppExchange at Salesforce. Sarah, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Bill, and hello, everybody that's watching. It's an honor to be here.
Let's talk about the new announcements around Work.com because there's two big categories of them that you're rolling out today. What are they, and how do they fit into Work.com?
Work.com we launched back in 6 months ago when we didn't know where we would be today, and Work.com focused originally on helping companies reopen safely. But now people are transitioning. We're in a new normal that demands a new way to work. And Work.com is expanding from just safety and crisis to employee experience and helping everybody keep their employees happy, healthy, and productive. And really get that focus back on growth, which is so important. And so today we have two major categories that we're announcing as these new innovations for Work.com. The first is for employee experience, having a concierge and a help desk and everything that you need in one single pane of glass as an employee to get your job done, to answer all of your questions, get resolution quickly. And the second is with trusted communications to help you communicate with your customers, broadcast messages, manage your line queues, and have those digital trust cards on your website so customers know they can safely patronize your business and they don't have to worry about waiting outside in line. They can wait in digital lines and be notified when their time is ready to come to the store.
Let's drill down on the first one, which is around these concierge services, such as the self-service help desk, and also something that's around employee workspace. Describe to me what the thinking is behind that workspace in a little more detail, and then let's talk about the help desk component.
Yeah, Bill. So think about yourself. When you go to work, you have your job to do, but you have all these other things, whether you need to file expense reports, ask questions about your computer, figure out what your benefits are. There's a lot of other things that you need to figure out, and it might be multiple systems that you might not necessarily know where to go to get those questions answered. And so with the workspace, you get one single pane of glass to answer all those questions. And the systems are like in the back end integrated for you, and the processes are automated for you. You don't have to worry. You can focus on being productive at your job. And then if you do have questions, you want to have one place to go. You can't just run over to your colleague anymore and just tap them on the shoulder and ask. This is an all digital work anywhere world. And so the concierge is just one place to go, ask your question, and you've got some Einstein-powered chatbots that'll talk to you, engage with you, get more information if they need it, and then ultimately get your question solved.
Will this integrate or at least display information or direct employees to systems that maybe are outside of Salesforce's ecosystem? So if a company is using a payroll system, or they're using an expense tracking system, or whatever the system is that they want to share with employees, give them access to, but it's not part of maybe Salesforce's ecosystem, or they're just not using that part of Salesforce's ecosystem, can that still be integrated, displayed on this portal per se?
Yes, absolutely. This is actually one of the most important foundational decisions we made about building Work.com. Was we built it with our platform, and we built it as an open platform that we use with our partners, whether it's Siemens, whether it's Workday, whether it's Okta. And at Salesforce, we also have MuleSoft, which integrates to anything. So whether you're in a payroll system, HR system, whether you're looking in any system, custom system, new system, old system, cloud, on premises, that system can be brought into your concierge so you can ask the questions, get them answered, action can be taken, and you can focus on doing your job and hopefully be, just happy and healthy and productive as an employee.
And does that continue over onto the help desk side of things? You talked about asking questions, and I think that's where you get into this employee help desk functionality that's going to be rolled out with Work.com. Because if a company might be using a different, say, ticket tracking system, then is it possible to work that into this as well?
Yes. So think of this as the way that you would engage with your employees. You want to give them one single pane of glass. You want to make it very easy for them. And if there's complexity on the back end, your IT department can take care of that. And Salesforce can help automate that, make it really seamless. And what this really gets down to, which is why I find this so compelling for Salesforce to be doing this, is that you want to treat your employees like valued customers. Nobody knows how to do that better than Salesforce. Salesforce is the number one CRM. We know how to connect with customers. And today, it's more important than ever that companies connect with their employees in a digital work from anywhere world. And why this is so important as well is that this is the key for every organization to move from just survival mode into how they thrive and look forward to growth with happy, healthy, and productive employees.
I'd like to follow up on that before we maybe talk a little bit more about the sort of the trusted communications, the in-person interactions part. But this seems to be a change in thinking around the employer-employee relationship. I mean, you said employees should be treating, or employers should be treating their employees much more like customers than in the past. So, describe what was the maybe genesis of that thought, that idea, because we've seen for a very long time, in a competitive employment landscape where companies have had to sort of change how they treat different, their workforce, especially as different generations enter and leave the workforce. That there's always changes that happen, but I think this seems like something a little new, and it seems using those systems that you already maybe used for customers that you hadn't thought about using for your employees too, which seems like kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, it really is special about this announcement because a lot of customers can use technology that they have. And a lot of people and organizations are looking to get value from their investments. And so Work.com is an incredible way that companies can turn their front office into their back office and not just automate sales, service, marketing, commerce, but also all of the processes that help employees across IT, legal, finance, HR, etc. And this is so powerful because this used to be on the back burner for CEOs and CIOs and IT departments. The employee experience now has been catapulted to the front because of the pandemic and because we're in this new all digital work from anywhere world. And they're saying, oh, how do I do this? And it really is powerful to think of your employees as just such an incredible, important part of how you can have your company pivoted to looking forward to growth with them being happy, healthy, and productive. And, you know, think of all the questions that you may have from your IT department to your benefits to even your wellness, and how you can, if you have questions about stress or anxiety, those are also very important parts of the employee experience. And Work.com has all of that in it.
Okay, let's go back to the more trusted communications, these managing in-person interactions announcements you're making too. So there's three of them. I think you've got queue management, you've got these broadcast messaging, and you've also got something called digital trust cards. Can you just give me a brief kind of rundown on how each of those functions is going to be implemented in Work.com?
Yes. So this is so easy to relate to. Think of yourself and you want to go to a business, whether it's a grocery store or a repair shop or a restaurant. And you walk up and you see, like, in duct tape, these little X's like marked on the sidewalk. Um, that was great to start, but we're in this all digital world where you want to know when you can go to your appointment. You want to know it's going to be safe when you patronize a business, and you want to be able to communicate with a business as a customer. And this is something that every organization needs to be able to do at scale in a way that you just can't manage in a spreadsheet, right? So with the line queuing, this is a digital line, not masking tape on a sidewalk, but a digital line that you can sign up for, schedule your appointment time. And then with the trust cards, that's a way to know exactly what the practices are, whether it's social distancing, mask wearing, whether you need to do an attestation. You can know what you're walking into as a customer. And with the communications, it makes it very easy for companies to send that information, have dual interaction with their customers and employees so that they can make sure that everybody's, on the same page when you want to know that you're safe patronizing a business. So these three innovations are so incredible. They're going to help us all adapt and all be resilient in this all digital work anywhere world.
Well, let's talk about that sort of this transition, this all digital work from anywhere world that we're moving toward, but the COVID-19 pandemic has really accelerated that transition. And it seems like that I was just talking with Salesforce not too long ago about work.com for vaccines. And now we have new announcements. Talk a little bit about how the changing landscape is also evolving work.com and how Salesforce really is working with its customers to sort of manage this transition.
Yes, so I'm so proud of our Salesforce product and engineering organization and how we have adapted and been resilient for our customers because it's helping our customers. Work.com wasn't on our roadmap in February, but when the pandemic hit 6 weeks later, we had a GA product and the innovation never stopped. You mentioned vaccines. We talked about schools, helping them reopen. We've had lots of innovation. Today, we're talking about employee experience and these trusted communications. There's so much innovation that we're building, and that's because we built work.com with our platform. And our platform has incredible low code capabilities that allows us to build super fast and scale them with confidence. Every single one of our customers has been able to be resilient because they have our platform. And so as we talk to our customers, they said they needed line queuing, we built it and delivered it. They said they needed trust cards, we built it and we've delivered it. They said they needed a digital employee experience, that's what we're building. And so our customers are absolutely driving our roadmap. And I love how integrated our customers are in what we're building because this is relevant products that they need right now that's going to help them be resilient.
Let's talk a little bit about the future. What are you hearing from customers without, giving any secrets away per se about new products announcements you might be making? But what are you hearing from customers that they need or that they are looking for in maybe the next 6 months to the next year in terms of both reopening, like we've been talking about, but as you mentioned, really trying to grow beyond just the survival that they've had to do for the last several months, but actually looking to grow in the future?
Yes, this is very top of mind. People wondering, what is the future going to be? And the reality is that we're living in the future. The future is now. The future is where the digital imperative has just come just right straight at us. It's no longer 5 years away. It is today. And customers are asking us to do more, not just with employees, helping them be productive and healthy, but also how do we develop them and connect with talent across the organization. It's a huge opportunity for employers to really, again, treat their employees more and more like customers. And then we don't have all the answers. I would love for the pandemic to be over today. I think we all would. But what we do know is that as change happens, we're going to adapt and change with, evolve and innovate for our customers. And that's something that we're doing with our partners and with our customers as well. And again, while we don't have the answers, we're just happy to be able to help and to be able to do this for our government agencies, for the public sector, private sector, every industry around the world, with solutions that help them just go digital fast, but scale with confidence.
Well, Sarah, thank you for being here with me, talking about the new announcements for work.com. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Bill. Have a great day.